Kog'maw, Nilah. These two champions are insanely strong. No matter the patch, the season, or whatever changes Riot makes, you will always find them at the top of ADCs with high win rates. But wait, aren't win rates sometimes inflated? That's a great question. Some players, and even pro players, argue that win rates in solo queue don't actually reflect a champion's true power. And sure, there is some truth to that. Champion can be strong in high elo, but weak in low elo. Champion can have a large OTP player base inflating the stats. But here is the thing. Most champions aren't high elo skewed anyway, and win rates still reflect a general player base, not just OTPs. There are plenty of regular players who just picked up the champion yesterday, and win rates will reflect this. So what's the conclusion? Win rates do show a champion's true power, but only if there's a good sample size. And here's the thing that almost no one talks about. You could hear it from Riot August, but basically, if a champion or item performs well across multiple patches, it's actually much stronger than it looks, even if individual patch sample sizes were low. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly why win rates are objective, if you are not biased, of course. So what about Kog'maw and Nilah? Let's take a look at their win rates in recent patches. They have fluctuated slightly, but overall, they remain consistently high. These champions are truly overpowered, yet you rarely see them in your games. Why? It all comes down to players' psychology. League players don't just want to win, they want to have fun. They want champions that have cool designs, make flashy plays, feel powerful to play. And here is the issue. Kog'maw and Nilah cannot fulfill such fantasy. They don't have visually appealing designs. Their abilities aren't flashy for the most part. They just do their job. Another big factor is their uniqueness. While not being the hardest champions, both require proper positioning, timing, and game knowledge to shine. Nilah's short range and Kog'maw's immobility mean that missteps are heavily punished. This makes them less appealing to casual players who prefer champions with built-in safety or instant impact. That's why their pick rate is low, and their ban rate even lower. Compare them to champions with high ban rates. Those tend to be flashy, frustrating, or just straight up annoying to deal with. Kog'maw and Nilah, they feel fair to deal with. And that's exactly why Riot lets them stay OP. Riot doesn't balance purely with numbers. They balance the game based on players' perception. Remember when AP Kog'maw became a meta a few months ago? His pick rate skyrocketed. His ban rate shot through the roof. And what happened next? Riot nerfed him instantly. Why? Because suddenly he felt broken. With a similar win rate, but different build, he suddenly felt really annoying and Riot had to nerf him. Exactly because of our perception, we can always find OP champions like Kog'maw and Nilah across different lanes. Strong, but unnoticed. On the flip side, if a champion is super popular, especially due to pro play, they are much more likely to be weak. If you want a reliable way to climb, these two champions are perfect for you. They are powerful, consistent, and unlikely to get nerfed. On top of that, their low pick rates give you an advantage. Not only you will be able to pick them in most games due to low ban rate, they are also not commonly played, so many opponents won't be familiar with their strengths and weaknesses. This means you can take advantage of their lack of matchup knowledge to secure easy wins. Another bonus, they fit into multiple team compositions. Nilah thrives with dive-heavy teams or some enchanters, while Kog'maw can be paired with any support and help them do their job. The funniest thing is that they are OP even without optimal builds. But if you really want to maximize their power, here's how. Let's look at Nilah's best build. First item is kinda easy. If you recall, with 1.3k gold for BF sword, build Yuntal. Otherwise, start with the collector. Second item choices are Infinity Edge or Shield Bow. You can build Lord Dominic Regards if enemy team is tanky. In general, LDR works much better for Nilah than any other ADC, so you should buy it more often. Third item and beyond are flexible. You can buy any of the previous options: BT, Navori, Death Dance vs heavy AD teams, Maw of Malmortius or Mercurial Scimitar vs heavy AP teams. Skill max order is 3 points in E, then max Q. This makes your traits stronger and increases mobility. If facing mostly melee champions, you can fully max E first. Best rune setup is primary, Conqueror, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, and the secondary, Magical Footwear and Biscuit Delivery for sustain. But if you have an enchanter for shields, Shield Bash plus Conditioning is a great choice. Kog'maw's best build. First item is Rage Blade over Blade of the Ruined King in 99.9% cases. It scales better and makes Kog'maw much stronger overall. If you are ahead and facing ranged enemies, Kraken Slayer can also work. Second item choices: Witsend vs heavy AP teams, Runan if enemy team has at least 3 melee champions, Terminus if they are stacking resistances, Navori for longer fights, 8+ seconds, Phantom Dancer if you need movement speed, Hullbreaker if you just need to survive, and in general this item works better than Jackshaw in almost all cases. Third item, build whatever you didn't pick as your second item. Skill max order, WQE, standard for Kog'maw. Best rune setup is primary, Lethal Temper, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, and the secondary, versus melee over growth plus conditioning, but versus ranged play Magical Footwear plus Approach Velocity, because it synergizes perfectly with his E. If you start playing Kog'maw and Nilah, climbing will instantly become easier. They are strong every single patch. They have low ban rates, so you will always get to play them. Riot won't nerf them much, because they aren't frustrating to play against. So if you are looking for free LP, start playing them today. Like, subscribe and drop a comment if you enjoyed the video. You can also catch me live on Twitch, link in the description below. Thanks for watching it, and I will see you next week. Bye!